Hi guys, here we are again, time for another one with me, Entrenched. This time it's an encounter map on Prohorovka, and I'm in my Aufklarungspanzer Panther, the tier 7 German scout released with the last patch. This one really demonstrates an exercise in communication and timing. I'm going to go as a passive scout over on the one line, but what's really important to know, or to do, is when you're not in a platoon with anyone else, you need to communicate with the rest of your team. You'll see what I mean when I get into position, so let's speed up just so I get there a little bit faster. So here we go. I'm not even on the top engine on this yet, I'm still on the stock engine, would you believe. I sort of broke my own scout tree rules and researched the gun before the engines, which is not my usual style, but I think it was because with a scout tank that's the size of many a heavy tank, I was expecting to have to do a bit more fighting. But actually this thing's camo rating seems to be quite good. Pull up into the bushes where I like to be, and there we go. IS-7 spotted. I'm going to call for fire on him. I've just paused for a moment. You can see there that we've got a lot of tanks down in the J1, J2 area, and a TD all the way up in G2. Now if I'd pushed further ahead, I'd be pointless. Now if I shoot at this IS-7, I will be spotted and I'll be dead. So what's important to do is to not do anything. I call for fire on them. Our tanks are still pushing forwards into position where they can use my spotting range, and bang, IS-7's taking hits. There's an AMX 1375 in the middle who will get taken out fairly shortly. There we go, IS-7 forced to back off already, and he can't even see the tanks that are shooting at him. Because of the combined range between my spotting distance and just my team's sort of vision range, they're still outside the spotting distance of the IS-7 at the front there. Someone bounces off his front, but bang, he's down. Now I know there's an IS-4 there. I can shuffle around in the bushes because I'm still a light tank. Now right now I'm going to be typing to my team. I can't remember what I write, let's see. So, wait there. Ping the map, tell them not to advance any further. It's not that they're bad players, but they might be expecting me to be. You know, they don't know what I'm going to do, so it's important that they react when I move. So get good firing spots and I'll go in. Asking them, are they ready? Are they steady in their firing positions, hidden in bushes? They're not lined up behind each other where they can't see anything. They've said yes. Here we go. What do I find? I actually have to slow down the replay a bit for this one, because just watch how fast this tank goes down. IS-4, full health. Yes, he plugs me and takes me down to 40 HP. But watch this. Bang, 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 bang. IS-4 dead. Jagdpanzer E100 spotted. He's turned his side because he's desperate to try and kill me. Fatal mistake. I've also spotted some tanks over on the train tracks. They've now disappeared again, but they're about to be lit up again. Now I am kind of pinned here, so I don't actually live an awful lot longer. But just look at that, I spotted him and he's down to 68 HP. That's that side of the map 1. Now as I fast forward, let's just see what happens to the rest of the map. Looking at the minimap, our tanks are sweeping up and across. Their whole team is now encircled. They're all pinned into this one half of the map. They're rushing back to try and stop the cap and exposing themselves. I clicked onto the back chat to just watch in more detail of what was going on here. I always try and click onto the best players that are left standing. The reason for that is, you know, I'm trying to get better, and one way that I try to improve my game is watch players who are better than me. Now, yes, they might have a bad game, but you can usually spot that. Yeah, something that you should consider as well, if you've got XVM, don't just click out of the game when you've died. You know, unless you're grinding and you really just want to get into the next game, take a moment, click onto viewing the best player on the friendly side and see how they play. That's the end of the game. We won by capture, so no need to even fight the rest of the tanks. Let's have a look at the result page. So here we go, 1850 XP. That is a ×2, but that's not the impressive part, and to be honest, you know, that's not that great. But just look at this, you know, spotted, and due to our spotting, 5 big tanks were damaged. Well, 4 tier 10s and the scout in the middle of the map. Looking down there, 8,404 damage upon detection. In tier 10 games, that's what's important. I was down at the bottom. I wasn't going to be able to do a lot of damage to these guys myself, but I enabled my team to tear them to pieces down that flank. That's what's important. Because of that, I actually came second in experience on the team. I was, you know, tier 7 in a tier 10 game. You know, I could have rushed in and died in the first shot. To be fair, I was lucky I didn't. I was knocked down to very, very low health fairly quickly, but the speed with which IS-4 was taken out, man, he really had a bad day. So 617 base XP. Because of all that damage caused on detection, 46,000 credits profit. For what was effectively a very short game to be a scout tanking, 60,000 before all the deductions. So another demonstration there of just how effective passive and active scouting can be. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Hope to see you next time.